I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm calling the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift from a, boy, so, boy, I know I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. Now, right now, need crew up right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young young and I'm living.
Yeah. I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feel it, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Come back.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Son, you go 47. You go 46, 46. Let's go, get out, get out. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. There he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 14 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down to
the board.
Come back!
On second down, here's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big gainer there on 3rd and 1. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Richmond.
Here's Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Here you go. Switch to 8. Here you go, 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Prescott out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. And that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now with a play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
46. Here we go. Wide 8.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because
Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money.
Don't do if I leave. I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No with burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I
top left, yeah, feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosty like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shampoo. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova, action movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy. This is like I got my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lame down. With me.
Thank you, baby.
Go. I let my birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a, yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I let my birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I let my birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw on second down. Flush to his right. 20. And get that to Fournette, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Bortles going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
380.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Breanne Body Calhoun. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Black 20. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Crunch. Deuce.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Green able to dance free. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Bortles now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They give it to him running left, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional rank. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Obama! 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 Jester! Jester! Jester!
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, 5. We're good. We're good. Super. Let's go. Jester. Jester. Jester.
Out of the gun. Gone. Flushed out right. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Gurley. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Try and run for this, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
On play action, now Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lucy. 380. 380. 11. 372. 380.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Trying to lay one, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Lucy. Punch right.
On play action, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From his goal line here, gone.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 5. What's that?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing.
Oh, they're on it too quickly. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is no good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Super one. Louis. 12. Al, look up.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. This is caught. It's close. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
5.
On second down, here's Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and now it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long. It's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
12.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A good pickup there of 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Goff throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Oh, now defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Woods, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Spread right, 72. Sunday.
They'll run it again with Fournette. That one 28 yards on the ground.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Green 80. Green 80.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Past the 20.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Here we go. He's checking. Crash.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the Rams getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Hey, 5.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Lambeau will put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw on second down is gone. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the 50, it's gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the air again. Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
76.
From the gun on third down. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. This is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
11B. Move.
Bortles going to throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lambeau on for the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. Super 1. Super.
On 1st down, it's gone. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a 1st down throw, gone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Merlin.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Spread right, 72.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.